Hi, in this video, I would like to give you a quick tour of Vayne's main feature, our Sales Navigator scraper, and show you how you can get started in 2 minutes, scrape data for your lead generation campaigns. The first step is, of course, to connect your Sales Navigator account to Vayne. This is pretty easy. You can see you can do that directly from the dashboard, clicking on this button here, and you will need to get your session cookie from Sales Navigator. If you don't know how to do that already, don't worry. We have a video here. It takes 20 seconds and it's very easy to do. Once your account is connected, then you can move to Sales Navigator and start to prepare your first list. So as you can see here in my account, I've already prepared my first selection, my first research. I've decided to target Chief Marketing Officer based in New York and working in the financial service industry or investment banking. And it currently gives me 350 results. To get started with Vayne, now the only thing I need to do is copy this URL here from the browser, go back to the platform and create my first order. I'm going to paste the URL. It's going to tell me how many people are in the search, and I can decide if I want to retrieve everybody, the whole 350, or if I want to, have a smaller selection. For example, let's say I only want the first 300 profiles. I'm going to name it like CMO, NYC, banking, and boom. It's going to get started. The order is created on my dashboard. It's going to start scrapping automatically. And now you can leave the platform. You can even shut down your computer, come back, and the data will be ready. It takes approximately 1 minute once the scrapping has started to finish scrapping 1,000 profiles. And of course, it can be slightly longer if the search is larger, just to make sure we are doing things in the most secure manner. Just to show you now what sort of data you're going to extract once the scrapping is completed. I have downloaded a file from previous scrapping, and I'm going to show you the different column you're going to get. Basically, the first column are generated by us, where we are telling you if you have already scraped this profile. The second and third column, we are going to tell you if the data returned by Sales Navigator actually match your initial query. And if it doesn't, we are going to tell you which of the column is not correct. For example, for this person, apparently the job is not exactly what we are looking for. For this person, it's more complex. The job and the employee head count of the company is incorrect. And here you can find all the details. We are also checking against all the active jobs of the person just to make sure we are returning the most precise results. And then you'll find all the data you need for your lead generation campaign or possibly any other use case you have. Basically, it's all the information about the person and his current job, as well as information about the company, especially the website, which is very useful if you want to do email enrichment later on. For those of you who ask, because I know some of you need that, we are returning this information here called open profile, which tells you if you can send emails in LinkedIn to this person, even if they are not in your current network. And we add to that, again, a few information about the person, the details, the skills, the language we speak, the number of connection, and the certification. This is, of course, for most advanced usage, but it can help you personalize your outbound. Also, if you want to automate your workflows or integrate our solution into your own SaaS, Vayne offers the Sales Navigator scrapping as an API. You can find all the documentation here on our website. Basically, you have all the necessary endpoints here to create orders, to connect your session cookie directly to our API, check the credits that remains in your account, and even verify how many people are in your search before you start the scrapping. This is very easy to integrate the API using our documentation, but even easier, like using this button here to copy the entire documentation and paste it into your favorite LLM. So for example, if you're on Cloud Code to build an integration with Vayne, this is pretty easy and will only take a few minutes.